He was one of the inner three disciples of Jesus, Peter, James, and John. This was like the trio that was always with Jesus in the inner circle. Can you imagine having that level of access? Not just one of the 12 disciples, but you're one of the three elite disciples, if you will. But here's what's crazy. John never mentions that in the book. In fact, he doesn't even mention himself by name in this entire book. John doesn't want himself to get in the way. He doesn't want to take anything away from pointing people to Jesus, that they would see that Jesus is the culmination of all they've been looking for. In fact, if you add up the miracles in all four of the Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, you get about 35 different miracles. John's only going to pick 7 of them to focus on. Now, it's interesting if you've read the other Gospels, Matthew, Mark, and Luke, they're called the Synoptic Gospels, and they're very different than John. They're very similar to each other, but then there's John that kind of stands alone. In fact, one New Testament scholar, Marianne May Thompson, says it like this. In the end, the degree of overlap between the Gospel of John and the other New Testament Gospels is less than 10%. Which means John is a unique book that when you study it, you're going to read things and see things that are not in the other Gospels.